It is today the second day after Memorial Day of 2019. It's Wednesday. I just woke up probably it's 6:15 a.m. I just woke up about 15 minutes ago, right? Yesterday, I made a video talking about my business and where it's at and everything that's going on with my life in terms of success, right? And I want to show you how powerful A, this book is that I'm reading, B, how books do have the power to alter your life, and third, how serious I am about what I'm doing. The reason I say I'm serious about what I'm doing is because it's now 6:20 in the morning and I'm on my way to the gym. Now, for a lot of people, 6 in the morning is no big deal. It's a normal day But I usually don't leave my house until 7:30 on a work day. That is Wednesday, right? I work. I usually don't leave home till 7:30, and I'm leaving home at 6:20. Never in my life have I woken up to go to the gym before work. Ever. It's never happened. Never done that. Why? Because I enjoy my sleep. And I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. I haven't had coffee or anything. But I enjoy my sleep. I don't like to work out in the morning because I'm afraid that I'll be tired throughout work, because I have an 11-hour day coming up at work, right? Actually, no, it's like 9 hours, because it's from 8 to like I won't be home again today until 12 hours from now, until 6. But what I'm trying to say, right? My brain is still turning on right now. What I'm trying to say is that I'm doing these small things, right? Because I want to prove to myself that when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Because a lot of times I feel that failure comes from a lack of confidence, right? I think there's two main reasons why failure comes, and that's because of loss of persistence or lack of persistence and lack of confidence. But confidence can almost be like created if you do little things and then accomplish those little things over and over and over and over again. Now, the reason that I said that the David Goggins book is so powerful and that books have the power to change or alter your life, rather, is because this book talks about all the struggles that David Goggins went through and how what made him stronger is doing things when he didn't want to do them. That's what makes you tougher. And it's true. Things that you do when you don't want to do them, that's, what can give you more confidence than that? Than doing something that you don't want to do in a time that you don't want to do anything. You just want to go to bed, or you just want to watch TV, or you just want to sleep. And you get up and you do this. Right? So that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because it was something I've never done, and it was something I couldn't do. I struggled for a long time, and I just decided. I listened to this book. I've been listening for like 2 or 3 days. Today was a perfect day. I told myself yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to get up, and I'm going to do it. That's it. I'm just going to go to the gym, and I'm going to do it on Thursday again, and then next Tuesday, and then next Thursday, and so on and so forth, right? Something else that I did that was that I was able to do yesterday. I went to Publix at 10 o'clock at night with my mom, and I bought groceries. Spent $48 on chicken, frozen vegetables, beans, all that stuff. And I cooked myself some dinner, and I didn't finish till, not dinner, lunch for the day. Cooked it yesterday. Finished at 11:30. dude, if it's 10 o'clock at night, I'm not leaving the house. And I did it. Why? Because I'm looking at the bigger picture. And then, finally, there's another goal that I've added to the list, which is to get my abs. The video cut off, and I was just talking about how I've always wanted abs since I was around 15 or 16. So, and I'm 27 now, so about 11 years ago is when I started really wanting abs. And I did try, not the hardest, I didn't give it my hardest, but I tried pretty hard to get abs, and I never got them. Most I did was top 4 abs, and then 155 pounds. And that's it. That's the most I ever did. So that's my like ultimate near goal, because like my ultimate goal is to make this successful business of selling watches. It has to be very specific. It has to be a watch business, right? Successful watch business that I design the watches. That sounds kind of like cocky, like I'm the designer of the watches, but yeah, I mean, I want to design the watches. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't even know why I thought that was wrong. I guess like it just sounds dumb, but yeah, that's the ultimate goal: being a successful watch designing, watch selling company. And then right under that is of goals that I think are tough but that I'm gonna achieve are getting my abs. Getting my abs is just something so difficult for me to do, because I don't mind the working out part. I can work out like 3 or 4 times a week without a problem, really. But it's really the eating part. Like, I'll eat awesome Monday through Friday, but then come Saturday and Sunday, I just like everything I avoided eating on the weekdays, I just eat on the weekends. So, and that's stupid. Like, I hate hearing myself say stupid stuff like that. Like, oh, I had to eat it because I was hungry. Like, I had to eat the pizza, the 13 slices of pizza. No, man, that's on the mind, you know. And this is part of like that building that confidence thing that I'm doing. So, now a lot of people probably, I'm not talking to anybody, I'm talking to myself, but I guess like if other people would watch this, they'd probably wonder like, what does that have to do with making a watch? Like, shouldn't you be focusing on your watch rather than trying to get abs or like cooking late at night or any of that stuff? It's like, no, I see what you're saying with that, but the truth is that I have to work out. If I don't work out, I feel like crap. Like, my mind is just garbage, and my mind tends to like think of like negative things when I'm not working out. Like, when it's been a week, my mind starts thinking of negative stuff for some reason, and it's easy for me to get rid of those negative thoughts, but I still don't like to have them there in the first place. So when I work out, I've noticed that my mind functions better. It's quicker and it's sharper. It's not a lot. It's not a huge difference, but it's pretty notable difference for me. So that's step number 1, like why I want to work out. Number 2, I said it was because of a problem with confidence, right? That doing stuff like this helps build my confidence. Like, hey man, if I'm able to get myself and do one of the most difficult things for me in the morning, like, I can do anything, really. Little by little, you know, I could build up to bigger things. That actually is what David Goggins talks about in his book, about like, you know, building up little by little on becoming the super insane person, like in a good way. Also, I get out of there's gonna be like a little what is that called when you not brag, but I keep thinking of the word brag, but it's not brag at all. It's like, oh man, what is that called, man, where you're complaining? People say that a lot. They're about to complain about something and they say this word because it sounds nicer. I don't know what it's called. I think that once I get close to the gym, like, my mind will conjure the word. Well, whatever, I can't think of the word. But basically, this is going to be my complaining right here, okay? Because I get up at 7 in the morning, don't get to work till 8, and don't leave till 5, and then because of the traffic, don't get to the gym till 5:30, and then because of my workout, don't leave the gym till like 6:30, and then because of the traffic, I don't get home till 7. So days that I work out, I get home at like 7:30, and I'm just beat up, right? I'm super beat up. I don't want to do anything, and it's mostly not because of the workout, it's mostly because of the traffic that I've been getting. That causes me to get home and not want to do anything. So I figured I'll work out in the morning. After work, I could go straight home, which is one of the best things ever, because like whenever I have to do something after work, it's kind of like stresses me out, just knowing that I'm gonna have to drive in traffic and all that stuff. So like knowing that I don't have to drive in traffic today after work, I can just go straight home. Like that's awesome. That's really awesome to me, and it's gonna help me get home like quicker. I'll be home by 5:30, and then I have the whole day or the last few hours of the day to just work on my designs for my watches and stuff. And I'm not going to talk about that right now because I talked about it yesterday. There have been some improvements made and some moves being made, but that's not what this video is for. And actually, I'm pulling up to the gym right now. I don't know if I left any open ends with what I was saying. Let me see if I can sum it up. I don't know. I guess to conclude, this is all gonna help me gain confidence. This is all gonna help me reach my goals, and because there's no other way. There's just no other way. Like, this has to be done. And this is just documenting the process of what it's like to try to reach success from really like from nothing. Because even though I do have a master's degree in architecture and all this cool stuff, right, I feel like I'm nowhere. Honestly. Like, I feel actually like I'm worse off than most people, believe it or not. I'll just end it with that. I feel like I'm worse off than most people, because most people, they won't go to, not most people, but like most people that feel, like I'm talking about the group of people that they don't go to college and then they're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. It's like, I feel like those people, and this is going to probably sound dumb to whoever's watching this, but I feel like people that don't go to college, it's like their whole life is ahead of them in a way, because when you don't go to college, like, you're not on a set path. You can do anything. You can try different things. Granted, it's like, yeah, you got a better opportunity at working, but not necessarily, because, yeah, you can't become a doctor. You don't go to, like, college, but you can become anybody you want to be. And when you go to college, it's like, I invested so much money into this architecture career that it's like, that's the only thing I can do, or that's the only thing I feel like I can do, right? So that's why I feel like I'm at a disadvantage in that sense. I don't feel like I'm in a disadvantage. I think that's all personal. But I don't think I'm at a disadvantage because thanks to my career, I'm able to design these watches anyway, So yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if I was able to communicate that idea more clearly. So I don't know. If I think of something else to say after the gym, I'll record it. But yeah. Just got to the gym at 6:30. Woo! Let's do it. Just finished my workout. It was tough, honestly. I'm still tired. I still feel like, I feel weird. And it was tough, man. It was a tough workout. It was really tough to get through. Usually my workouts are tough to get through, but I feel like today was even harder, especially because I'm on an empty stomach, and I know I probably should have eaten before. I know there's different schools of thought, but I don't know. I definitely feel weak, so there's that. But I just wanted to say, I did a full body workout. Before I get into the next thing, I'll just talk about what happened. Like, I just did a full body workout. I did pretty much 2 exercises per muscle. Took me about an hour. I pretty much superset everything with like 30 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds between each set. I was able to do, I think it was 3 to 4 exercises per set, and I did, per group, and I did 4 groups, so it's like 12 to 15, 16 exercises around there. So divided by 60, I basically dedicated a good amount of time. I mean, I was towards the end, I was moving way slower than I could have. But overall, it was good. It was real good. But I don't feel good. I don't feel great, right? As you can tell, my speech is still like slurred. Hopefully, when I get to the office, I'll have some almonds, and that'll go away. Part of my diet is to focus on eating whole foods only. So I'm only gonna eat chicken. I'm trying, like yesterday, I put a little bit of butter. It's funny, a little bit. People always say a little bit. It's like a huge amount. But it was about let's say a tablespoon of butter, and I used it to saute like probably 8 to 10 ounces of chicken with some mushrooms. I sauteed all that together, or grilled it, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so 1 tablespoon of butter for all that. I don't think it's that bad. I wanted to stay away from the olive oil because I've heard olive oil it's not good when it's being heated up. So I decided to try the butter. I don't know that butter is all that much better, but at least it's different, you know. Oh man, I'm having such a hard time communicating right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to eat whole foods, chicken. I'm gonna have for lunch chicken, beans, and mushrooms. And then for a snack, I'm just gonna have almonds in the morning, and then almonds again in the afternoon. And when I get home, I'll have chicken, vegetables, and fruit. I'm trying not to do any seasoning or anything. You know, keep it very light, keep it very fresh. And as far as workouts go, I'm gonna do this Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 in the morning. I'm waking up, and at 6:15 I'm leaving the house, and at 6:30 I'm at the gym till 7:30. So a whole hour, about, give or take, because I do gotta change and stuff. So about an hour, maybe 50 minutes, about 50 minutes of working out. Even though I felt like crap today, like I was still there, and I still did more work than I would have. Never worked out in the morning, so this is something to get used to. But yeah, I think that concludes that. But I just wanted to end this. I'm getting now to work. One of the biggest pros is that there's not that much traffic at these times, so that's a really big positive. But if you're wondering what I feel like, I kind of feel like after a long day of work, you look at the time, it's 7:48 as it is right now. But right now it's in the morning, and how I feel is as if it was 7:48 at night, and I'm ready to go to bed. So that kind of sucks. On the bright side, I get to work at my computer, and I get to listen to some powerful stuff that I got lined up on Audible, and when that gets too much, I'll switch over to YouTube or Pandora. But that's not what I was going to say, believe it or not. What I was going to say was that when I was leaving the gym, I had this vision in my head, and it wasn't like a vision, like a clairvoyant vision. It was just a moment that I imagined of me sometime in the future waking up at 6 in the morning on a weekday. Oh man, I'm smiling so much just saying this. Waking up like on a weekday at 6 in the morning, making myself some coffee, no stress, not hurry, going to my backyard in my own house, and with living with Ale, of course, and going to the backyard, and there's a couple of 3D printers there, and I put them to print watches, and then I go online on my computer, and I see that I've made some sales, and I just pack those up, ready to go. And at 8 or 9, Ala's waking up, and we go together to the post office, we deliver them, then we get back to the house, I make breakfasts, and that's the work day. And the rest of the day is to relax, enjoy, you know, just go to the park if we want to. Yeah, that's the plan, you know. That's the plan with that. I mean, I don't think I've ever spoken about my goals, but I have pretty ambitious goals I would like to enter these watches in some sort of competition, you know, get some sort of exposure that way. Maybe there'll be an architecture competition. That'll be actually amazing if there was an architecture competition and I could, you know, like an architectural product competition, and I could submit these. That would be phenomenal, you know. That would be so great. Yeah. But no, that's not one of the most ambitious. The most ambitious is that I want to be able to sell like at least 3 watches per day. You know, because that means that I would just spend the morning making them. Like, let's say I have 3 3D printers. I'll just make them. I'll basically work like day to day, right? So like, I wake up in the morning and let's say I have 3 orders. I'll start making them. And since I have 3D printers, they'll be ready in about 2 hours. And then I'll take them out and I'll sand them, I'll polish them, you know, make them nice. Then I'll assemble them. If there's any mistakes, I'll reprint them. Then I'll assemble all the parts together and pack it up real nice and get them ready to ship, and boom, do that every day. I'd say that I'd be done. You know, if I were to wake up like at 6 in the morning to do that, they'd be done, let's say 2 hours, 8 in the morning. Then by reprinting, packaging, polishing, all that, I think by midday I'd be done, honestly. So 6 to 12, you know, 6-hour workday, it's not bad. It's not bad at all because I have the rest of the day. You know, I don't have to worry about a lunch or anything. So yeah, that's the goal, honestly, and it's gonna be that, honestly. But thinking about it, it makes me real happy. And I wanted to say about that vision that I had, it was like, it felt so real, you know, just for a brief moment, it felt so real, like I actually had it. It's hard, man. It's hard. Again, I've said this before, but I'm not comparing myself to anybody. I'm not saying that my life is harder than anybody, or that anybody else's is harder or easier. I'm just saying that I feel that for myself, this is really tough. And it's not worth it. That's actually the worst part, you know? It's not worth the amount of work that I'm putting into it. I don't feel. Okay? Remember, these are personal opinions and thoughts. But I feel that I could be doing better, and I will be doing better. And that's the whole point of these videos, you know, just to document the process. So far, I've been documenting the process, and from when I started, it's been a huge amount of progress. I haven't been watching these videos, by the way, so I don't know what I've talked about exactly. I forget. But right from the beginning, you know, it's been a big leap of progress throughout from the beginning. Like, I still remember the beginning, and I don't know if I recorded these, but like when I first got the idea with Ali, I was gonna 3D print them using plastic and like the traditional FDM printers, and that was gonna be my prototype, and it came out horrible. Like, that was so bad. Like, seeing how bad that was made me want to just not do that anymore and manufacture them like overseas or something. And then when I got the quote to manufacture them overseas, and it was like 25 of them for like $1,000, which is not the worst thing, but the design was so simple back then. It was like, it was cool. I look at it sometimes, I'm like, man, that's a nice watch, I'd wear that. But it was so like not nice at all. Not nice at all. So simple. And they're better now. Way better. Like, just, I could have never in a million years imagined that I'd get here to this design. And I'm here now only because of time, you know? Only because of just doing it, and little by little my options started opening up because of problems. Like, I kept on running into problems, and problems help you, believe it or not. Like, depending what it is, of course, but problems are, when you have a problem that arises, that's a perfect time to substitute what you're trying to do with something better. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, if you want to do something one way, and a problem arises and you can't get it done, you could keep on fighting to figure it out, as I've been doing. But sometimes through that fighting, you start finding other better ways. And then you look back and you're like, man, this is better than that other thing that I was going to do. And it was all because of that problem that arose. But yeah, that's enough talk for right now. I've been talking for 11 minutes. I'm going to go get those almonds. And yeah, so actually before I leave, I want to do like little Mr. Beast type video. So Mr. Beast was is this guy, this YouTuber that he has like a bunch of millions of subscribers, and he had this cool video that he posted like maybe 2 years ago, and he said that next year he better have 100,000 subscribers or something like that, right? And I think he blew up like after that, way more than 100,000, right? So he reached his goals, right? So this is kind of like a shout out to myself in the future, right? I don't know, let's say 1 year from now, okay? Exactly 1 year. So it is Wednesday, May 29th at 7:53 a.m. So May 29th of 2020. Okay? This is what I want for you. For me in the future. So I'm talking to you. You better have your own house. You better be living with Ale, my beautiful girlfriend, with our husky in the backyard. You better have a successful watch business that keeps on growing. And by successful, I don't mean that you necessarily are a millionaire, but you're making, let's say, $60,000 a year. You're making $60,000 a year and growing, right? And I gotta whisper this because I don't know who the heck is watching me, but you're not working at the firm anymore. You're working for yourself only. You're working at home. And it's awesome. So that better be before May 29th of 2020. Better be. If not, I'm gonna be real mad. And I'm gonna call Mr. Beast and tell him to beat you up. Me from the past. Alright guys, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, that goal's still valid. That goal's still valid. It's not a goal, it's gonna happen. Peace.